I would say the biggest story coming out of Game 2, aside from the overtime win for the Los Angeles Kings, of course, the goalie interference on the third Kings goal, or the non-call of goalie interference. First of all, you're a Kings fan. What do you think? Was that goalie interference?
It was absolutely goalie interference. Yeah. I think it's another example, and there have been a lot of them this season, where they have to be able to review that on video.
Yeah.
The referees, if you don't see it, that's fine, but you should be able to consult something else and say, like, Dwight King is standing over Henrik Lundqvist when that happens. I think what happened is the ref was on the other side of Ryan McDonough, who was also in the crease and maybe didn't see it, but that's really no excuse. He should be able to consult something else.
I mean, I think, you know, Kerry Fraser, who, you know, he's now a host in Canada, former referee. I think I've said Fraser sucks more than I've said I'd like another piece of pie. But Kerry Fraser, Paul Stewart, another referee, saying it was absolutely goal interference. Rule 69 in the NHL says you cannot look this up. You cannot, I mean, you cannot review this. This is something they're going to have to review going forward. They're going to have to make this change this summer. That's something that Thanks Bud could tweet about, because it was, in fact, if that's not goalie interference, then just get rid of the rule. Ironically, there was a goalie interference called against Benoit Pouliot for interfering with Quick earlier in the game. It did make a difference. I mean, it's unquestionable in the finals, Game 2, to see a goal scored like that where the goalie was just immobile. Henrik Lundqvist said, "I couldn't move." That's goalie interference. And you know, if you look at it again, and I mentioned this in another clip, Justin Williams, it looked as if O'Halloran was watching Justin Williams, who had the puck. O'Halloran said, "The puck was behind you, Henrik, before the interference happened." It just wasn't. That's the wrong call.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. Obviously, as somebody who's rooting for the Kings, they benefited from it, and it didn't take them out of the game. It let them get back into the third period really early.
Right.
If that doesn't happen, that might not be the case.
So you're a Kings fan, but you're acknowledging that they won by cheating. Okay, great. Chanel Berlin, Michael Shore, what's the problem?